what's happening, bro? You good?
So we're going to do this little chit chat now, podcast. So we're going to get into things, but first of all, just to get the break the ice now, we're going to ask some light-hearted questions.
Yeah,
just joke around questions, bro. So there's nothing heavy.
Yeah.
And then we'll get into your career and your fighting. There's a couple of other questions that I want to ask to surprise you at the end.
Okay.
Back end of the thing, and then we'll just move on to sort of motivational talk at the
No
end.
problem, that's fine.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
all
cool.
right, bro. Right. Aliens. You believe in them?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
Okay. Is the world round or flat?
Round.
You sure?
Yeah.
Been up?
Yeah, I saw it when we were to Pakistan. It was circular.
Oh, it must be true.
It was circular, yeah.
Right. Favourite takeaway?
Favourite takeaway? What, the shop or food?
If you're going to have a cheat day,
Yeah.
and like you're not training or you just finished your fight, what's your favourite go-to have takeaway?
Like a pizza or something.
It's got to be pizza, right?
Yeah.
It's always pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always pizza. Favourite sport outside of fighting, outside of MMA?
Cricket.
You know, I wrote that down. Cricket.
I love cricket.
No,
Cricket
it's
is sick.
typical, isn't it? Right. Favourite film? If you had to sit and watch a film over and over, or you was in prison and you just had one film to watch, what film would you take out?
Ooh, that's an interesting one. Rocky 4 probably. Or something
Rocky
like
4?
that.
With Drago?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, probably. I don't really watch movies that much like that.
Yeah, but you must have a favourite. No?
I got a few. Because you said one in it, you get it?
Well, yeah, you got a one. Okay, when you're training,
Yeah.
what's your sounds? What do you put on?
Tupac mainly.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Tupac, the older.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Tupac, you have to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, right, bruv. So there's like the what has it got? Favourite sport outside of boxing, favourite film. You've already said the world is round, so we know that you're not mad.
Confirmed.
Okay. If you was going to be an animal, what would it be? You can pick anything, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking.
Let's say lion.
Let's do probably a gorilla.
Gorilla.
Okay. Simple.
Cool. Right, so now we'll get now into your fighting, okay?
Yeah.
So this year's been pretty shit for everyone.
Yeah.
Because we've had COVID and lockdowns and shutdowns. As you're a professional fighter, a professional athlete, this is your focus, isn't it?
Yeah.
How have you stayed on point during this period? You know, like, because it's been difficult for the whole world, but you in particular.
Just kept my head down and kept training.
Yeah, but you don't know when your fight's coming up. So how do you keep it on track?
This is just how I am. I'm always training. Do you get it?
So if you didn't fight, let's just say you retired tomorrow, you'd still train.
Not the way I'm fighting, but obviously I'll still keep fit and keep in shape. Yeah.
But you know, it must be difficult because you're not certain.
It was because the dates kept changing.
Right.
Oh, at first they're like, oh, you might be fighting in July. Then I was getting ready for July. Then you fight in September. Then September got cancelled. Then October. Then October got cancelled.
So
now
you've got to build yourself up.
Yeah,
mentally.
You kept going. Yeah, just kept going. Kept all the way going all the way through.
But do you ever get moments where you just think, man, I'm just tired of this.
Of course.
You're letting me down, building me up.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So what keeps where do you go to just keep yourself there though? There's got to be something in you that says, I've got to keep going. Because other guys are chucking the towel. You know?
Oh, yeah.
And other guys are chucking in.
I don't know, man, just...
Because you got
just the way I am, innit?
Because you're one of them fighters that needs to diet a little bit, innit?
Yeah, of course.
You get a little bit.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So there's some fighters that don't need to diet so much. You're a bit of a, So that's your discipline, is that you're just focused on it.
Yeah.
So this leads me on to a question that I wanted to ask you, and this is a little bit...
One of the reasons what kept me on it because I wanted to fight this year badly. So I was like, no matter what, I'm going to keep training to the end of the year. I'll get an opportunity by the end of the year. Do you get it?
You know, you told me once that you got angry when the guy signed the contract to fight.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
We're supposed to sign it, bro.
Yeah, but it's on now, do you get it?
Yeah. So from that moment, you kind of switch.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's when you start going into, I've got to hate you mode.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Not hate, but it's on now.
It's on now. Yeah. So you've got to focus on that. So your psychology, it changes to that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's so this is so from the discipline of keeping yourself motivated and on point during COVID.
Yeah.
Now during Ramadan.
Yeah.
Okay, because I think most of the people out there have just realised that we're both Muslims
at
this point, right?
Yeah.
It's difficult for people out there in YouTube land that are not Muslim. It's not eating and drinking anything between sun up and sundown, which is in the summertime, very long hours. Okay, and these guys burn mad calories when they're training at any time of the year. Okay, so how do you do it? 'Cause I know that you train during Ramadan. So, brother, how do you do that? Because I train, but I train really gently.
Yeah, I get it.
And I'm, but you guys, you're out there 2 or 3 times every day.
Yeah, that's right. To me, it's just like, as a Muslim, when you hear the stories of they fought in battle, why fasted, stuff like that. So what's the excuse of me going to the gym tonight? It's minor. compared
So
to
that's your motivation.
Yeah, do you get it? They went through much more than what we are. Going to the gym is my line. It's part of it. It's my line of work. You get it? So I just got to get up and do it.
But you're burning mad calories at the same time.
Yeah.
So I mean,
people go through worse.
You get headaches. I mean,
Yeah,
most people
course.
they're not training and they get headaches.
Yeah,
they get
exactly.
lethargic. They get tired. How do you do it though, man? Because
I'll
anyone,
get on with it.
all the people.
Literally,
out there,
when I finish training, I'll be knackered.
Yeah.
Not knackered, but as in I'll have headaches. But
so you know what? So when it comes to the breaking fast time,
yeah.
do you eat anything really high calorie or is it just?
It depends. It depends on what's happening after Ramadan. If I'm fighting soon, or if I've just had a fight.
Because that's it, innit?
But, yeah.
Because if you're fighting,
Yeah.
then you got you. But if you're not fighting and it's Ramadan and you're still training,
Yeah.
and that must be difficult.
Yeah, of course. But you'd be surprised that the body adapts to it, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Trust me, you know the body can adapt to anything, man. Give it about 5-6 days, like
Yeah.
you won't need water, nothing. You just carry on going.
Okay.
Yeah.
But all the people out there, all the Muslims out there that do fast will know how difficult fasting is. Just for anybody that has an ordinary job,
Yeah.
it must be mad for you. It
alright.
must. But anyway,
It's alright. Yeah.
fair play to you, bro.
Yeah,
You do that. Okay, so I wanted to get that because that's been a bafflement to me because over the years that I've known you, and I've always known you to train during the Ramadan period, I'm like, I'm struggling, and I'm only lifting a few weights.
Nah, don't get me wrong, it's hard. Don't get me wrong, but just mind over matter, innit? He's got to get on with it.
So
That's just how I am. Do you get it?
in everyday life or just with your fighting?
In anything I do.
Right. So this is the next thing I want to ask you. Why do you want to fight? Are you just aggressive or was you bullied at school? What is it, bro?
I just love it.
You just love
Yeah, I
fighting?
just enjoy it. Yeah,
So if you wasn't fighting in a professional arena, like in a cage with a ring, would you be out there? Do you think that focusing yourself into a professional arena to fight has stopped you from being a problem maker or getting into problems outside?
100%.
Yeah? So what's your motivation to fight then? Money or just you like fighting?
My motivation to fight, just for myself, my family. That's it. Just like
For financial security or for pride or for honor or for what? Because it's a strange thing for people out there that
a
don't
better
fight.
life, innit?
So money,
Yeah, exactly.
security.
Yeah.
But you're not stupid. You could do other work.
Yeah, exactly.
You could like jobs in, I suppose, whatever you wanted to do.
Yeah, exactly.
But you must like fighting.
Yeah, of course.
There's something because you were very, for people that don't know you, you're a very humble brother. You know, you're a very practicing humble brother. But there's something in you.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when I said, that's why I mentioned about when he signed that contract to fight you.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
even when I said it there, I see a little flicker in your eye.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you know, you got that
of course.
little switch.
Yeah,
But to talk to you on an ordinary
exactly.
day-to-day basis, you'd never
Come across like
you
that.
don't you never come across like that.
Yeah,
so
exactly,
you never come across as one of them leery type of men.
Yeah.
But it's got to be in you to be in the ring. So you've won how many two belts now?
Yeah, 2 years.
And what's your longest fight?
One of my amateurs, full 3 rounds.
Okay, in your pros then.
Oh, about a minute and 20 seconds, I think.
A minute and 20 seconds into the first.
No, actually, about 50 seconds.
Okay.
Something like that.
So
That was for the title, my last fight.
So you've dismissed your opponents reasonably easily, innit?
Yeah.
So does that concern you, in the sense that you haven't been tested yet? You know, because sometimes you've got to go into deep water to know if you can swim in it.
Yeah, of course, but it's alright.
Yeah.
Take it every fight as it comes in and let's see what happens.
You know what I think is, bro? I don't think that you're when you're beating people locally or nationally, you're not a British fighter. You're a world. You've got potential to be world.
Yeah, exactly.
In my opinion, because if you're struggling now here, you're not going to do anything abroad.
Yeah,
you're not going to go to America and do anything.
Yeah,
if you're
exactly.
struggling over here.
That's my point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to smoke these guys out in front of me.
And you do.
Yeah, because my goal is to be number 1. Do you get it? It's simple as that. Literally.
There's no numbers.
If I'm having wars with these guys here,
You're struggling.
then bruv, it's like you might as well pack it in.
Yeah.
You might as well leave it.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
No, I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. But I've always thought that you got that potential, and you know, for people that don't know this guy, he can have it. He can proper fight. I know he don't look like it. He looks cute and cuddly, but he can tear up. You know, he can. And your grappling's pretty sick. You're a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. I've got a brown belt. I'm on my way to get my black belt. I've been asked to get graded, but because of the corona.
It's hard to spar, isn't it? Because you grade.
Nah, I'm a professional athlete, so I can train as normal. Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was the rule.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So let me go to the next because you're I've got loads of things that I want to ask you about because there's loads of things that we've spoke about, but I want to go into. So inside of the sport, and it could be boxing, MMA, anything. Who's your biggest? Who inspires you the most in sport?
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Because
Just based on his fighting style.
See, that tells me your personality is just aggressive, isn't it? Yeah, because you could have said Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah, of course.
You could have said, you know, but there's multiple people.
But there's a few though.
There's a few.
Yeah.
Okay.
George St. Pierre's the second one.
You can't see him on camera, but he's behind us.
Yeah.
Okay.
His approach to training, his approach to life.
Yeah.
He's like, just his aspect on how the way he fought in MMA, how he trained everything. Yeah, there's a reason why.
He's quite a cool dude as well, isn't he? He's quite cool. Isn't he? Yeah. So
Habib, can't forget these people. There's not one. There's a few. Yeah, you take bits of everyone. You get it.
But if you was to say like that's the main inspiration for me in sport would be if you had to name that
one was Tyson. Yeah,
Mike Tyson.
Me growing up as a kid, that's all I saw.
Because you see,
that's what made me go.
Yeah.
Man, I want to fight. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you get it?
Because he come in raw, didn't he?
Yeah.
In his early days, he just come in like a.
Yeah,
just come in.
So
technically very good. People don't realise
he's
exactly. Technically a good fighter.
Yeah, exactly.
He's technically very good.
Yeah.
People just think he was a brawler, but when you know a bit about boxing and fighting, he was technical as well.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
So that was in sport. So I'm going to load the question now, bruv. Your biggest inspiration in sport would be Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Out of sport. Your biggest inspiration.
His general life. My dad.
Your dad.
Yeah.
Is he still with us?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. But just generally like.
Yeah.
Coming from a young age, from where he came from in Pakistan, Kashmir.
Okay.
Coming here, providing for his family, giving the opportunity to me and my brothers to do what we've got to do. Because without him, I wouldn't be able to fight.
Yeah.
You get it? He backed me from day one. You get it?
And I suppose when he come here, he come to work.
Yeah,
took
exactly.
a fair amount of shit on the way.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, the journey of the racism
and it's
in
just
this
like
country
that.
and that.
He brought over so many families with him, slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get it? It's not. Think about it. Imagine me and you getting relocated to a different country and starting a new life. It's not easy, man.
It's not easy.
Yeah, you get it?
It's not easy.
Yeah.
And you know, my take on that is when they come from Pakistan, India, and West Indies, they only come to better themselves, and they was invited.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so I don't know why people had a problem with them coming because we invited them.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? But there's always ignorant people in the world, isn't it? So,
100%.
But so your dad is your main.
Yeah.
You better say mum as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You ain't getting no curry if you're not saying any mum. Okay. So, as a fighting style, bruv, you know, every fighter has a sort of go-to combination or a go-to move that they think is their move, you know, like you know, like for example,
like a finisher.
No, it's just yours, you know, like that's your confident move. You know, for someone like Mayweather, it was the
shoulder roll,
the shoulder roll and everything else. So what would you say is your strongest move, or your strongest technique, or combination, or whatever you might want to say?
I'll put you to sleep, choke you.
So you're choking.
Yeah. How many fights? Right hand to get it. It depends. Yeah. Whichever lands first.
You know what you don't want to do?
Yeah.
You don't want to say it.
Yeah, exactly. yeah.
Because okay, but
there's a few, but
there's a few, yeah. But then there's always one that you're sort of comfortable with, like Mike Tyson, you'd be uppercut or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So everyone's got sort of a move, isn't it? You know. So that I thought it'd be grappling.
Yeah.
So in this era now, let's just say BE Entertainment, who we're working with at the minute, could get you a contract and put it on the table now. Okay. Yeah. But you could choose any fighter's name to put on it, and that would happen.
Okay.
Nowadays.
Yeah.
Who would you take on?
What? Fighters active right now?
Now, they're fighting. That's a realistic fight. You could fight that person, and that's your fight. And B could put it on the table for you.
I would like to fight the current UFC bantamweight champion.
What's his name?
Right now it's Peter Yan. Yeah.
So you'd go with him?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I'm here to be the best thing to get it.
No problem. Why not?
So I have to fight these guys. Yeah.
Okay. So if we could get that fight, that's the fight you'd have.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now a fantasy fight in history. You're gonna go back and fight someone.
Anyone I wanted.
Anyone you wanted, from any weight category, from any sport, from any genre, you know, from any type of discipline. Yeah. Who would you like to get in there with?
Muhammad Ali.
You know, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say, if I'm going to get beaten up by anyone, I want to get beaten up by the best.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? If I'm going to get spanked by anyone, I want to get spanked by Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? Because at least you know he was the best.
Yeah, exactly.
And if I was going to give a role model for me in sport, it would have been Muhammad Ali anyway.
Yeah, 100%.
Because of what he done more outside the ring.
Yes.
With his civil rights and everything else, you know, he would have been more. He was more inspirational just the way he carried himself.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that's an important thing. So that was your fantasy fight. Would have been Muhammad Ali. So if we're going to look forward now, so you've won your titles, you've earned your money, you've done your thing now, okay? What's your end game? At what point do you want to say, I've had enough? At what point, is it going to be a financial amount? Is it going to be a titles and kudos of accolade of belts and.
Yeah.
At what point do you have in your mind, or do you have anything in your mind? So do you have anything now that says, at that point, I think I'm out of. That point is me.
A bit of both. No status as being number one, and money as well. Yeah, do you get it?
Because you want originally. So if I could give you a choice, now, you can either be really rich and anonymous, or famous and not rich, like Skin. But you can't be both, right? You can't. You got to choose rich. And anonymous, or.
Well, the thing is that they both can relate to money. I don't really. It's not always about money.
No, it's not. Is it? It's not, because there's many people in life that are really famous, but but they die broke.
Okay. To me, it's just number one. I just want to be number one.
Yeah.
I couldn't care about the rest. The rest will come with it.
Yeah, I know that money is like a byproduct of fame.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you had to divide the two, would you be famous or would you be rich? I'd be famous. You know why? Because you can help people when you're famous.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
There's always money.
But you can help people.
No, you can help people with money for sure. Yeah, I mean, it depends how rich you are. Yeah,
exactly.
But when you think about it, what one would you want to pick out, rich or famous? I know that we got to divide. One will come with the other. If you're famous, you're normally rich. If you're rich,
of course,
most likely you'll be famous, isn't it? But
famous, so I can use that platform to help people and stuff like that. Yeah.
Because as you're a Muslim guy, a Muslim fighter, do you feel any sort of like responsibility to represent your, the Muslim community, the Muslim world?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Did you feel that?
Yeah, 100%.
So what do you do? I mean, I know you're on your
the way you portray yourself, like as in like the way you carry yourself. Obvious, like you've got to show that you're Muslim, innit? Everything on the outside, people don't know Islam. They look at you, and the first thing they see is your character, your stuff like that. So that's why you got to show yourself in a certain way. No?
I rate that, man. So you've got this responsibility, but you're in a show busy world.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's girls, there's attention on social media. You still get them women walk around the ring with us.
I
don't.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I like women, but I don't like that. Objectifying them for a sexual reason.
Yeah.
How much of a problem is that, or is that a problem for you?
No.
Just blank.
Yeah.
But you're not married yet.
No.
So you're gonna hold off getting married until after your career?
Let me find out.
No, it's Luton, so you're gonna have fire brigades and police.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get married after, or if the right one comes along?
Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Because was it Lennox Lewis? He didn't want to get married until he was.
After,
which made sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Made sense because it's just complicated, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
They can either be a pain or they can be a real asset.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure the one behind the camera is lovely, but both of them, when you're distracted as a bad.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna wait. So when it comes down to the Muslims, most of your support base on social media would be probably from the Islamic community.
Yeah, 100%.
So if you was to say anything, because you're just a nice lad, generally speaking.
Oh, yeah.
So if you had to reach out and say anything to the non-Muslim, because they might think, well, if he's kind of one of them, so we don't want to support him.
Yeah.
What would you how would you break down them sort of misconceptions and barriers and things like this?
We're all human, man.
Yeah.
You get it?
So the same.
Yeah, it's just like I got people like when I train, I got like the people that help me are non-Muslims. If you actually think about it, but I got love for them equal as the amount I got love for someone that's Muslim. Same thing. You're just human, man. It doesn't matter. So
do you find it, like I know the answer to this, but I know what you're going to say as well. Is that do you find that gyms are a great place for people to mix?
Yeah, 100%.
Is that one of the things that attracts you?
Of course.
Well?
Yeah.
Because it's true, you could be wrestling there with the
Anyone,
whitest Polish guy in the history of Poland, isn't it?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it's all good, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
no one seems to care.
Yeah, touch up and carry on.
Yeah,
you get it. Yeah, exactly.
That's what I like about it as well.
100%.
That camaraderie and that sort of togetherness.
Yes.
There never seems to be any attitude.
Yeah, exactly.
And you notice, isn't it? There's no tough guys in the gym.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't come.
Yeah, it's true, man.
Because they get found out.
Yeah, exactly. And they leave after that.
Yeah,
they
do.
Yeah, they don't come back after that.
So as we say, we're sending a message out there to reach out to the non-Muslims audience.
Yeah.
So you would just say, look, I'm just an ordinary bloke.
Yeah, man. Exactly.
Yeah, but they don't get to see that. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's like on a podcast, they get a chance to.
What do you want me to say? A message to the non-Muslims?
Well, anything. You don't have to say anything, but just say, because you've already said that you're an ordinary bloke.
Yeah, exactly. And before you like judge Muslims and Islam, research about it. Do you get it? And then you find out the beauty of Islam.
That's true.
Yeah, do you get it?
So it's
don't listen to the news all the time and all that. Yeah, because you get a misconception of what it truly is about. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
that's right.
We're all human, man. We're just human. We're just same as them. Do you get it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. That's it.
Yeah.
And we love our children too.
Yeah.
It's like they do.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I mean?
We're just the same.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
It's the
bro.
same
Yeah,
thing,
it's
man.
the
It's
same
just a
thing.
different way of life.
Mm.
Yeah, do you get it?
So you don't have any animosity towards any...
No.
Nobody. So you obviously got an edge about you when it comes to fighting, because people don't go around getting punched in the face for a job if they can't.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But what scares you? What things in life shook you up or shake you up?
Shake you up.
You get scared. I mean, I'm scared in the dark.
Like,
so what?
just losing someone close to me, like passing away, someone passed away, stuff like that. Because I don't know how I react.
Because that hasn't happened.
That hasn't happened.
You haven't had a close member of family or friends die on.
Yeah. That's about it, really.
Yeah. Well, you know what, bro? That's gonna happen to everyone, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know that unfortunately you losses.
Yeah,
part of
exactly.
life, innit?
Yeah.
So, what makes you happy then?
What makes me happy?
What brings Malik joy? Apart from pizza.
What brings? Just like I'm a simple guy, man. Just being at home, my family, my friends, chilling. That brings me peace, man. Happy.
Because you've never been out going out partying type.
Yeah, exactly.
You've never had that, have you?
No, I'm just simple, man. Yeah. Family, friends. That's it.
So your family and friends make you
That's
happy.
it. Yeah, that's it, man.
Why not?
Yeah.
And when you get married, your kids and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
God willing, they'll make you happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Drive
Yeah.
you mad at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that makes you happy. Good. So, I mean the other pages now, bro. Okay. So, I know that you've said you haven't lost anyone close to you.
Mm.
Okay. So that's fine. That's a good thing at the moment. But if you could bring anyone back to life and talk to them, who would it be? Not permanently, but just we're talking fantasy world here. I know, but
Yeah. I don't even know, man, to be honest. What, bring anyone back, man. I can bring family members back, I can bring supporting people back, I can bring...
just to talk to for 24 hours.
To be honest with you, probably my granddad.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you ever meet him?
I met him briefly, like once when I don't remember me meeting him, but I was a kid.
But you
then.
did meet him?
Yeah.
So you bring him back?
Yeah, that's it.
Talk to him?
Yeah.
I never met my granddad.
Yeah.
My dad's side.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, but I would probably a family member.
Yeah.
Bring them back because that's where you come from, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's part of your roots, innit?
Yeah.
So you're obviously English because you were born here.
Yeah.
Like your parents come from Pakistan. But
Yeah.
So you affiliate yourself. You think you're English or Pakistani or English Pakistani or Pakistani English. When it comes to the World Cup, who do you?
Same, man. I don't.
You don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah.
Because a lot of guys they affiliate with one or the other, but me, I don't.
It's alright.
I'm
born
English.
English. Yeah. Don't care about all that.
Nah,
Yeah.
you don't focus on that.
No.
There's too much of that.
Yeah, exactly.
There's too much of that, bro. We don't really matter.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me in the slightest, bro, where people come from, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially when we're all the same at the end of the day. So we're gonna go now, bro, into you finished your career, you've earned all your money, you've been famous, you've done all of this and that. How would you want to be remembered? Now you're retired, what's your legacy? What do you want people to say, this brother was this, or we remember him for this? You're an old man now, you know? You're an old man sitting there dribbling. What do you want people to remember? Your legacy,
He was basically my goal is that I want to be the best, but I also want to help create the best next generation of fighters as well.
Right, okay.
Yeah, do you get it?
Okay, so you see yourself going into coaching?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. My nephews, everyone, they're getting stuck straight in.
I know.
Yeah.
Any good? Any
They're late right now, but
Yeah.
I'm going to train them to kill as much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're 90 years old now, and you want the younger.
I want an army of killers.
An army of
champions.
An army of champions.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? Are you got like that in your family? Is it like
What's that?
You know, like was your granddad a wrestler?
Yeah, that's it exactly.
I think it was. I
Yeah.
think you put it on Facebook.
Yeah, that's
like
right.
Your granddad was a grappler or something.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So you think it comes from a lineage of
Yeah, exactly.
fighting tendencies in
Yeah,
your family.
of course.
So that's your lineage, is that you wanna continue that.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, you're already at the moment inspiring people that you don't even know.
Yeah.
You know, what I mean, that's the responsibility that you have as a role model.
Yeah.
Is that you tend to inspire people that you don't even know are there.
Yeah.
They're watching you, getting inspired, and you don't even know that they're alive.
Of course, yeah.
That's the responsibility that you have.
Yeah.
So that's why you have to stay on point. And you know, you're not one of them guys that, you know, you're not a flamboyant person. You're a humble brother, and you're a humble dude. So.
Well, I try to be.
No, you are. You are, because you know you're very shy, genuinely. Because I've trained with you.
Oh yeah.
And we should tell that we know each other from we've trained.
We
trained a little bit together, so we are friends. So you've got a fight coming up on Saturday.
Yeah.
So
28th.
How you feel? Are you twitchy for it now, bro?
Yeah. Now the switch is turned.
You want to ping me or you just want to start fighting people?
Yeah, I'm ready, man. I'm ready to go. Yeah.
You're up for this?
Yeah.
So this is going to be, God willing, an easy win.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see, but we look positive.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Always.
Because we asked you before we started filming,
yeah.
What do you know about him? He's a southpaw or something.
Yeah, something, that's right.
He's got a sambo background. He's got quite a good record.
Yeah.
And you said you don't care. Because we asked you where would you like to fight, standing, groundwork, and you're not bothered.
It's just another fight, man. You've got to get on with it.
Yeah. So do you strategize before you go?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You have a little plan.
Yeah. I watch footage. I get my coaches to watch, and then we just cook up a recipe and get.
But do you stick to it, or do you just go in and fight?
Oh no.
Because you've only had 1 minute and 20 seconds of a fight.
Everything is calculated.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's organised chaos, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can't lose your composure and things.
So once the referee's held up your hand and you've won, how do you feel about him now?
What's that? My opponent?
Yeah.
No, I've got no bad hate towards him.
No.
It was just fine, isn't it?
It's sportsmanship.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Unless you talk shit. And then,
yeah, but he's talking shit now a bit of the game. Is it, like Conor McGregor, he chatted a load of rubbish. I mean, it boosted
it depends
up a
on what level. It depends
how
what your definition of that is. Because if you get too personal, then you're going too far.
But he went too far.
Yeah, exactly. If you're just trying to sell the fight, there's nothing wrong with it.
He went too far.
Yeah,
he got religion into it and everything.
It depends on how far you're going with it.
He didn't take.
Nah, he was taking the piss with that. Yeah.
I mean, I think when he done it with Mayweather, it was okay because it was just between those two. But he went over the line.
He got a bit personal. Yeah.
And he got.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I knew Habib would beat him.
All day, come on.
All day, man. So as soon as he gets hold of you,
that's done.
It's over with.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
So we've learned quite a lot about you. I've learned a bit more about you today, but even though we do know each other, I wanted to get some questions out there.
Yeah.
So you got a fight coming up. I know you got a physio session out of this.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go and get yourself all loosened up and everything for the fight.
Yeah.
So you won't train now. Between now and Saturday, you're gonna take it easy.
Saturday morning and do a light workout just before the fight, just get my heart rate a bit going, get a sweat going.
Just so
my body knows, innit, that he's ready to go.
He's still ready.
Because a normal day I train twice a day, 3 times a day.
How are you feeling about fighting behind closed doors? Because this will be a first for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Normally there's a crowd and the crowd. You have a big following, to be fair. Don't you?
Yeah, I take loads of people.
You take loads of people.
But the thing is, I can't really say because I ain't done it yet. So when I fight on Saturday, I'll let you know.
But do you when you're in there, do you hear the crowd? I mean, is it an influence to you, or you just tunnel vision?
Coming out, yeah, and the brothers that are be ringside,
yeah,
I can hear all that. And then.
But when the punches are flying, brother, and
it's just I can hear my coach regardless.
You can.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're tuned into him.
I can always hear him.
Yeah.
My corner team, I can always hear.
Okay.
I can just no matter how loud it is, whatever, I can always hear them.
And do you follow him?
Yeah, of course.
Sometimes
I talk back to them.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'm like, cool, I got that.
Don't the other guy get a bit offended?
Yeah, Depends. Depends on where we are and what side of the cage we're on.
Okay.
I'll give him a thumbs up. Stuff like that. Everything's alright.
Okay.
I get it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, bro, you know what? I mean, I genuinely think that you've got a mad, successful career. I really do. I think the entertainment are pushing you now as well. But I think you've got the talent. I've always thought that, even before you turned pro. You trained when you was an amateur.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I'm just looking forward to seeing the rest of your journey because I think you're just starting.
Yeah.
I think America is waiting for you.
Inshallah.
I think it has to be because you're knocking everyone around over here. So you've got to go over there.
Still got a lot of work to do. But you've got a name to take out. Then.
But you're gonna. Yeah. We hope that you're gonna do that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And if anyone's out there, he looks really nice, but he's a little terror in the ring. So, bro, now we're wrapping it up now. So, is there any sponsors or anyone out there you want to give a shout to? I know that you've got a big social media following already on Instagram and everything. So, I know that probably someone will put somewhere on the screen that there's going to be a link to you. But if you want to give a shout out and then put your Instagram out there so people can jump on it because he's got a lively account. I follow it, so you'll enjoy his account because he's got plenty of training videos and everything. My Instagram is fmalik145, and I just want to say a big shout out to BE who are sorting out all my sponsorships. That's it. Nice.